Hello, my name is Dominic Lazaro, and today I'll be talking about the human rights violations in India and all the issues that go on there. The most notable issue in regards to human rights going on in India right now, and historically, has been religious violence. So, to give a brief overview of the religions in India, you have Hindus, which make about 72.5% of the populations. Muslims are about 15, Christians are about 5, Sikhs are about 3%. There are many other religions, but these are the primary ones we're going to focus on, as they are the largest and have the most divide. India gained independence from Great Britain on August 15th, 1947. This is important to note, as now you had India, so Hindus and Muslims and all the other religions ruling over their own government. The issue is, though, is that Hindus and Muslims are extremely religiously polarized. And you'll see a lot of hate crimes starting around 1950 against Hindus towards Muslims, going back to history that's been going on in regards to the region, especially also in Pakistan and India, as Pakistan is a largely Muslim country. So you have now the large Hindu population ruling over Muslims, so you'll see a lot of the discriminatory laws and acts put in place. But one of the most notable riots that actually goes on was the 2002 Gujarat riots, in which Hindu mobs massacred roughly 1,000 people, most of them being Muslims. And this is just a small example of the Hindu-Muslim violence. That is the most primitive and most direct form of religious violence we'll see is Hindu towards Muslim violence, as they are the ruling population there. And again, they have a lot of religious clash in terms of ideology. You would also see hate crimes towards Sikhs, as they fought for or try to fight for an independent state, and that actually result in a siege of their sacred golden temple by the military of India. But no, yeah, we see a lot of just violence overall towards the Muslim community by Hindus. Another notable issue in regards to that is the cow protection mobs. So in Hindu belief, the cow is the holy animal, and you are not allowed to eat it. So no beef is allowed at all. So cow protection mobs were formed, and they would go after anyone suspected of eating beef in the nation, and they actually would end up killing people, many of whom were Muslims, who were suspected of eating their holy animal. So another big issue is the caste system. So the caste system in India is thousands of years old, roughly about 3,000 years old. And essentially this caste system just divides the entire population, putting them into this sort of peasantry category, whether you're a noble, a warrior, or a peasant. And the Dalits are referred to as the untouchables, because they're considered literally untouchable. Not in a positive term, though. They're considered to be so low that no one even wants to go near them. Again, people are just born into this caste, and there's no way of moving up in it. So the Dalits, or the untouchables, have been severely discriminated against for years, despite it governmentally being banned. Nothing is really done about it. So since 2011, there's been reported 16 killings towards Dalits. That's just a small representation of the violence, murder, and overall humiliation that goes towards the Dalits. They're not allowed to drink from the same water. They're supposed to sit a certain distance away from other members of their caste. And it's just still put in place, and it's one of the biggest issues we'll see moving forward, talking about poverty. But yeah, people are just born into this caste system based off their previous family members. Another big issue we'll see is the violence towards women and discrimination against them. So much of the violence against the Muslims was actually a lot of rape and sexual violence towards women. Crimes against women went up 24.7% from 2008 to 2012. There's still issues going on today, especially in regards to gender inequality and the way the family picture is seen in India, as there are gender roles strictly put in place. Even though we have seen an advancement in women being able to enter the workforce in different areas of labor, the violence and rape towards women is extremely high in India. In 1991, there was a mass rape of up to 53 women, with actually the Indian military being involved in committing these crimes. One of the biggest issues to why these crimes really aren't changing is due to the fact that there's a judicial issue in which a lot of these crimes just will get reported and then they're not even examined upon in the court for years to come. So a lot of it's just swept under. So the final issue we're going to talk about is poverty. So India's wealth gap has actually become worse since Great Britain once ruled. It has gotten so bad recently. The top 1% of the population holds 22.6% of the nation's income. So it's a huge wealth gap, especially considering that India is one of the largest countries in the world. About 15% of India's population is considered what's called multidimensional poverty. India actually accounts for 40% of overall global poverty. And like I said before, a lot of this poverty is largely linked to the caste system by keeping people in place and not allowing them to progress further, along also with the religious polarization we see and discrimination we see. Obviously, that's going to bleed into the workforce area as well. So, but poverty is definitely one of the biggest issues that India has right now, and it is a result of their low status too in regards to pollution and overall quality of life. These are my citations. Thank you for watching.